Hello everyone, my name is Peter Christensen and I'm the Key Stage 5 Leader here at the Compton Sixth Form. For this section of the evening, I'll be talking to you about the UCAS process, looking at what you can do as parents to support your child when applying to university, alongside the work we do here at the Sixth Form. Following the video, you can check in below to any links to all documents and websites that I might mention throughout. So, let's begin by starting with the timeline for the process. Now, as you can see, there are only approximately 13 weeks left until this summer holidays. This might seem like a long time, but during this period, the students will have a lot on, including their Year 12 mock exams, work experience, and also a lot of time spent on careers research. And most importantly, beginning the UCAS application process, which begins immediately after Easter with the UCAS Discovery Days. Now, the key message running through all of this process is to start early. There are a wide range of options open to our students, which they'll need to whittle down, so encourage them not to put it off and get started soon. Now, UCAS and Which have put together a comprehensive guide for parents on the application process. So the first step in supporting your son or daughter should be to download the parent guide, which is available on our website. However, a more updated version will also be available on the UCAS website soon. So what is UCAS? Well, UCAS is an institution and an organisation that connects students to higher education. They offer a program and a process which allows students to apply for up to 5 different courses at a small fee of £26. Now, there are 3 key steps that are important to the application process. Firstly, choosing the right courses for you to apply for. Then, going through the actual application process with UCAS. And finally, following the completion of your A-levels or BTECs, enrolling on and starting your courses. So in the first stage of the process, we need to think about the timeline, where there's an important number of dates and deadlines for students to meet. The first one is on the 20th and 21st of April, in which UCAS are conducting their Discovery Days. Now, this is an opportunity for students that's been put in place instead of the usual UCAS convention that they would hold. It includes a full program of live talks and opportunities for students to get information from universities, employers, and institutions that help them with their further education. It also provides a number of live opportunities for students to get feedback and ask questions about the next steps in the process. Now, they've been given a full amount of information in this during their personal development time, so please check in with them to see that they've enrolled and chosen from the full program that's available to them. Following that, between May and July, students will do an in-depth course research and attend virtual open days if they wish. They will also begin their personal statements and their UCAS applications, following by sitting their summer assessments. In July, students will then complete their virtual work experience, which is a further excellent opportunity to explore potential career paths and to add experience onto their personal statements. At the end of the year, we reach the summer holidays, where students have the opportunity to finalise their personal statements and their applications. And then when we begin the new year in September, final checks and applications will be processed and getting ready to be sent off. The process ends with 2 deadlines for students to meet depending on their courses that they are applying for. For students who are applying for Oxbridge or are aiming for courses that are linked to dentistry, medicine, veterinary science or law, potentially you have an earlier deadline, which is the 15th of October, and your application will need to be sent off by then. For all other students and all other courses, the majority of you will have a deadline which is the 15th of January in 2022. Although, just make note, we will be setting an internal deadline in December so that we can ideally begin to send some off before Christmas and avoid any anxiety before the actual deadline. In terms of support that we will be offering in Sixth Form, students will begin their applications during tutor time. They'll also use this time to research courses and universities and begin drafting and redrafting their personal statements. Equally, If students are looking at other post-18 alternatives, this will be a great time to research them. We will provide comprehensive guidance on what should be included on the application and within their personal statements. And during the summer term, tutors and teachers will write students' references. Then from September onwards, applications can be sent off. A detailed flowchart is available for you to download just below this video in the links available. It summarises different parts to applying and shows you how to track the progress of an application. Now, some of you may have seen it before and be aware of how it works, but please make sure you double check it and read through it again carefully. So, during the process of researching courses or universities, there are a range of ways in which you can support them. The monthly UCAS Parents newsletter is filled with tips on how to support your child. It's also helpful to view virtual open days with your child to allow both of you to see universities together and get a feel for the university, the city, and the accommodation they'll be living in. Something that's seemingly really important at this point in time where you cannot go and actually attend physical universities. And finally, it's important to remain impartial and considering the university as a whole package rather than just a name on a league table. In order to help further support your child with the UCAS process, you should look to ensure that they are working on their personal statement over the summer holidays. We ask that a first draft is completed before breaking up for summer. We will email out a checklist that you can use during this period to ensure that the statement is written in a way that promotes your child in the best possible way. As a family, ask your son or daughter to read over their statement and use other family members or friends to read over it too. The more people to read through it, the better. The sooner the personal statement is completed, the sooner teachers can input predicted grades and the reference, and the application can be sent off. If students are considering employment, apprenticeships or school leavers programs, having a good personal statement is still just as important, as lots of questions on applications for these roles draw upon the same content as the personal statement. And make sure you check into that part of the website for more information on those types of programs. So, finally, how can you support them through the application process? Don't book holidays during key times. For example, the results day that will take place in August. Those dates haven't been confirmed yet. Engage with the school, ensuring that you're aware of key dates and contacts that have all the extra materials and guidance provided. Support your son or daughter with the writing of their application, proofreading and checking final spellings. And finally, preparing them for living away from home by teaching them a few skills. Helping them to budget, work on their cooking, their cleaning skills. When my mum taught me how to make beans on toast, it was an absolute game changer. Just to finish off with, something I want to mention is the sixth form super curriculum. Curriculum is a broad enrichment program that gives 3 subject-specific enrichment activities for every subject that we offer here in the sixth form. It's a program of study designed to enhance the learning that goes on in the classroom and develop students' wider understanding and enthusiasm in their subjects. Typical super curriculum tasks may involve attending virtual museum exhibitions or virtual university talks, shows or lectures around their subject. When writing personal statements for universities or job applications, it gives students a wealth of information to talk about, which can be the standout factor differentiating their application from another student. I do hope that was able to provide a little bit more insight into the UCAS process. It is very detailed, so please explore all resources properly. Make sure that if you have any questions, you don't hesitate to email in and contact the school, or more importantly, view the parent booklet, as I referred to earlier, from the UCAS website. Thank you very much.